Hello, my most amazing artists. Today what I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to talk about how to glue your superhero onto your city. So what we're going to do, after you cut it out and you take your time and do a nice job, you're just going to flip it over. You're going to open your glue cup. You just need to get a little glue. We don't need to stir it or scoop it out. Just kind of dab your brush in there. And then you're just going to take your glue and gently dab it around the edges. Okay, not in the middle. You don't need any glue and you don't need to use your brush like you're brushing it. We're using our brush in a different way when we put the glue on. We're just going to kind of dab this here. And then down here. And all around. Let me get some of that. And just like that. Alright. Once you have your glue around the outside edge, I like to always put my glue brush on the lid. Then you want to turn this around. You're going to figure out where you want to place it. Do you want to place it here in the middle? Do you want to place it like it's flying? Do I want it over here? I think I'm going to have mine kind of slightly in the middle but off to the side. So I'm going to lay it here, gently hold it down with my fingers. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over to the back and I'm going to massage it. I'm going to flip this over. I'm just going to rub it for an actual minute. So like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and so forth until I get to 1 minute. If you have a clock with a second hand that you can look at, you can look at that too. So we're just going to do that for 1 minute. Flip it around. And then you've got your person exactly where you want it and things are not going to be coming off. If you do have a little piece coming up, just use a little glue and your brush and kind of lift that little piece up. Put a little glue on it and then push it back down. The next thing we're going to do, since the sun is going down in our picture and we see a silhouette of our buildings and they appear black, we want the windows in the building to look like they're glowing, like there's lights on. So I've got these different strips, different color, bright strips of paper. These pieces we're going to be cutting into squares. When we cut them into squares, make sure it's an actual square. So if I cut it like this, that's pretty good. That's close to a square, isn't it? If I cut it like this, does that look close to a square? No, that's more like a rectangle. So what if I cut it like that? Does that look like a square? No. So we want to make sure we cut them to nice squares. And I've actually already done that here. So we can go ahead and start gluing some of these. Let me cut a few more of these orange ones. So just a nice square. Square has 4 sides that are the same length. Okay. So when we glue these on, we're going to do the same thing with our brush. Just going to dip our brush in there. Put a little glue on the back. And then glue it on where you want it. This we don't have to hold for a minute. The other one that we held for a minute, our superhero, I think that's because it was bigger. These are really teeny and they're lightweight. So you think about, do you want 3 going across? I think I want 2. I'm going to have 2 going down all the way. I think I'm going to use a different color in each building. So this building's going to have green light or green windows, and then maybe my next one will maybe have pink. I'll see. There's my beautiful artwork. Yay.